Good morning friends. Today we will discuss the regularity and irregularity of the rhythm. So rhythm can be regular as we see a normal sinus rhythm. Regular means the RR intervals are occurring at a regular distance. That means the distance between the two RR intervals remains the same throughout the rhythm strip. So irregular can be regularly irregular. That means it will be like a group beating. In one group, the RR interval will remain constant. Then there will be a pause. Then again the group will start, and in that the RR interval will remain constant. But the pause makes it irregular. Okay. So that will be regularly irregular. Third and the second is irregularly irregular. That means it is totally irregular. The distance between the RR interval varies continuously. Okay. So what can be the cause of regularly irregular rhythm? Regularly irregular is also described as group beating. So the example is when ectopics are occurring at a regular interval. Say there are two normal beats, then there is an ectopic. After ectopic, you know there is a compensatory pause. Then again two normal beats, and then ectopic again. So ectopics are occurring after every 2 beats, or ectopics are occurring after every 3 beats, or ectopics are occurring in a bigeminal fashion, means alternate ectopic. So because they are occurring at a regular interval, they will produce regularly irregular rhythm. So I will give you an example here. Then second would be, of course, group beating would be due to AV blocks. And AV block would be Mobitz type 1, that is Wenckebach, and Mobitz 2. They will also produce regularly irregular occurring rhythm. I'll just show you my example. Now you can see our this ECG. Can you please focus on this? Now you see this is a normal sinus beat. This is a into P wave is upright, normal PR into normal sinus beat. And then there is an ectopic. Since this ectopic is a ventricular ectopic because there is no preceding P wave and this is a broadened complex. And then there is a compensatory pause. Again sinus beat, ectopic, compensatory pause. Sinus beat, ectopic. So like that there is alternately the ventricular ectopic is occurring. So this is a regular, this is regular, this is regular, and here is a pause. And even the distance of pause is regular. So this is a regularly irregular rhythm. This is because of ventricular bigeminy. Bigeminy means second beat is abnormal. So it is ventricular bigeminy, alternately occurring ventricular ectopic. Now of Mobitz type 2 AV block. In Mobitz type 2 AV block, what happens? The PP interval will be constant. So if you see the PP interval, PP, this will be constant. Whereas in ectopic, the ectopic will occur earlier. Here the PP interval will be constant and suddenly there is a drop in P wave. Now you see these RR interval are regular and then there is a drop. So there is a pause. Then again the RR interval are regular. So regularly this will happen if the P wave is dropping at a regular interval. Okay? And there is no change in the PR segment length. There is no change in the PR interval. So in Mobitz 2 there is a sudden drop of P wave, and if this sudden drop of P wave occurs regularly, like after 3 sinus beats or after 4 sinus beats or after every 2 sinus beats, then it will produce a regularly irregular rhythm on the rhythm strip. Now here is our Wenckebach phenomena occurring. That is Wenckebach Mobitz type 1 AV block. Okay. Now what happens in Wenckebach? Wenckebach is a block at the AV node where AV node cells actually tire easily. They get fatigued easily. Okay. So there is progressive PR interval prolongation till a P wave drops. So since this is occurring like regularly, the PR interval will lengthen, P drop. Again the PR interval will lengthen, P drops. So this produces a group of beats. So this also produces regularly irregular rhythm. I'll show you this example. Now you can see here the most important point is PP interval is constant. So I am going to show you PP interval. You see PP here, it is constant. PP interval is constant. PP interval is constant. This P wave has dropped. This P wave has dropped. PP interval is constant. Right? Like this. And PR interval you can see here from beginning of the P to beginning of, then there is slight lengthening, then there is slight lengthening, there is still more lengthening, and then P wave drops. Here again PR lengthens, 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 and P wave drops. So P to P interval is constant. PR interval is progressively lengthening till a P wave drops. So after the pause, the PR interval is shortest, okay, and before the pause, this was a pause here, and you can see the distance of the pause, like I'll put my fingers here, distance of the pause is also equal. That's why it is a regularly irregular beat. So after the pause, PR interval is shortest, and this is a pause. Before the pause, the PR interval will be longest, okay, and so there is a variation in PR interval. PR interval is progressively lengthening till a P wave is dropped. PP interval is constant and the PR interval is shortest after the pause, and before the pause it is longest. Okay. So this is called A.V. Wenckebach, and this also produces regularly irregular rhythm, right? And this is actually a normal finding in young athletes. Now we come to irregularly irregular rhythm. Now irregularly irregular rhythm, the commonest physiological example is sinus arrhythmia. So in sinus arrhythmia is obviously it's a sinus rhythm, but it is varying with the respiration, right? So when we take deep breath, what happens? Our heart rate increases. You can check for yourself also. Take a deep breath, your heart rate increases. And take a expiration, your heart rate slows down. So obviously when the heart rate increases, the rhythm will become faster, the RR interval will close, and the heart rate slows down, the rhythm will become slow. So this is a irregularly irregular, because with respiration your respiratory cycle is little bit changing, so rhythm is also becoming irregularly irregular. So I will give you an example here of the sinus arrhythmia. So the P wave will be sinus. In lead 2 it will be positive, right? And there is a respiratory variation. Alright. And the PP interval will vary with respiration. And it varies more than 3 small boxes. The PP interval varies more than 3 small boxes. Okay. So what happens is PP interval gradually lengthens and gradually shorten as in cyclical fashion as per the respiratory cycle. So what is you look here. Now this is a PP interval. Okay. Now here is like this. Now gradually it is lengthening. You can see here is a P wave. Here P wave. Here. Now the P wave is lengthened. Here it is lengthened much more. Then it is little bit shortening now. Now it is shortening further. Now it is shortened. Now it is further shortened. Further, so gradually PP interval is lengthening, and then gradually it is shortening, 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 and then again it is lengthened. So, and this difference will be more than 3 small boxes. But what happens to the PR interval? PR interval will be constant because it is a normal rhythm which is originating from the sinus node. So PR interval is constant, PP interval is varying more than 3 small boxes, and obviously RR interval will shorten when there is deep inspiration. So here is a point of inspiration where you see the faster heart rate, and here is a point of expiration where you see slower heart rate. So RR interval will lengthen here, RR interval will shorten here. So this is respiratory sinus arrhythmia, and it occurs in again young individuals with a high vagal tone. Alright, but in elderly sinus arrhythmia can occur? No, actually in elderly non-respiratory arrhythmia occurs. Sinus arrhythmia but non-respiratory. and it may be found in disease states, right? Then the commonest irregularly irregular that we come across in clinical practice is, everybody knows, atrial fibrillation. It is an irregular rhythm where atrial activity is actually very bizarre and there is no concrete atrial activity. Atria just fibbing like this, just they're vibrating like this, all right? So here you can see this is an atrial fibrillation. So there is no, the RR interval is constantly changing, you see, constantly changing. It's an irregular rhythm, and these waveforms that you see, they resemble some P wave, but they are actually not P wave because there is no isoelectric line, number one. Number two, their shapes are constantly changing. So this happens when there is left atrial enlargement in chronic atrial fibrillation. Otherwise, so this is an atrial fibrillation. So this will produce an irregular rhythm. Then can we show this also? Now this is a flutter, atrial flutter. So you can see the flutter waves, sawtooth appearance, very clearly visible in V1. All right, these are the flutter waves. Now flutter waves, you see in the middle of the strip, this is constant, right? I can show you like this. So this is short, this is long, this is short, this is long. But this short and short are equal, and these long and long are also equal. So this is again regularly irregular, and this is happening because flutter is conducting alternately at 2:1 and 4:1. Here two waves are after two waves are being conducted. Here four, after 4 it is being conducted. Here after 2 it is being conducted. So 2:1 alternating with 4:1. That is, this is the ratio of atrial flutter. That is why it is regularly irregular. But in the later initial part of the strip and later part of the strip, the conduction ratio is varying, so it becomes irregularly irregular. So in single strip, you are getting irregularly irregular as well as regularly irregular. So flutter can produce a regularly irregular rhythm if it is occurring in alternating ratio, like 2:1 alternating with 4:1. And if it is varying, sometimes it is 2:1, sometimes it is 3:1, sometimes it is 4:1, then it will produce irregularly irregular rhythm. So the causes of irregularly irregular rhythm are sinus arrhythmia, atrial fibrillation, flutter with varying conduction, and also if there are frequent ectopics which are occurring randomly here and there. It may be any ectopic, junctional or atrial or ventricular. They will also cause irregularly irregular rhythm. And then MAT is a multifocal atrial tachycardia. So if the focus of the rhythm is impulse generation is changing in the atria, sometimes it is originating from sinus, sometimes atria, sometimes lower atrium, then obviously the whole rhythm formation will change. So multifocal atrial tachycardia, some people call this multifocal atrial tachycardia, that will also produce irregularly irregular rhythm. So today we have discussed regularly irregular, irregularly irregular rhythm, and regular rhythm is of course our sinus rhythm. And I will just revise one more time. The regularly irregular rhythm will mostly cause group beating, and the examples are ectopics which are occurring at a regular interval and being dropped. Then Mobius 1 and Mobius 2 AV block, because here also the PP interval is constant, then suddenly there is a P wave which is dropped. Then irregular rhythms are sinus arrhythmia because they are varying with the respiration, atrial fibrillation, flutter with varying AV block, and frequent ectopics in the strip, and then multifocal atrial tachycardia. So this is enough for today, and see you in the next class with the next topic. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.